All right, Chris. Chris, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
Northern California, born and raised, Bay Area.
hmm And tell me about your family growing up. You had mom and dad?
My mom and dad were separated. They separated when I was in fifth grade, got divorced when I was in sixth grade. And then me, my sister, and my mom moved up to Contra. We lived in Sunnyvale. And me, my sister, and my mom moved up to Contra Costa County, Antioch, near our grandparents.
hmm How would you describe your childhood?
My dad was kind of strict and rough, just wanted me, I guess, to do right, but, I wouldn't listen.
You went through high school?
Yeah, Antioch High.
You go to college after that?
No,
No. What kind of work have you done?
shit, I've done a lot. I like to say jack of all trades, master of nothing.
hmm
I've done underground sewer and storm drains, asbestos work, been a grill cook, been a security guard, been a labor foreman, been a laborer, construction sites, painting, sandblasting, worked in refineries. So I've done all different types.
And you're working currently?
Yes.
You have a wife or kids?
No, ex-wife, not the lady that had my kids. We never were married.
But you have some kids?
Yes.
And you raise them
She mostly raised them. I was,
in and out?
in and out, and then went to prison 92 through 97. Pretty much every year, 92 to 97, I wasn't out on the streets more than 60 days. Or did a whole year flat.
Yeah. What were you in prison for?
Being stupid.
Yeah, understood. You live in LA now?
Compton right now. I used to live from 97 till like May of this year. I lived in Redondo Beach for like 16 years, and then Torrance, and now I'm over here in Compton.
Yeah. And you go to Figueroa Street sometimes?
Yeah.
A lot of girls up and down that street, right?
Yeah.
Is that a regular thing for you or a rarity?
That's not in between, medium. I don't go every day, but I don't go just like once every 6 months. No.
Right. It's and drug use is part of your life as well?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's your drug?
Crack.
Crack. So is it the crack use that brings you down to Figueroa Street, or is it the girls that make you want to use the drugs?
Little of both.
Yeah, they go together, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a common story down there. The girls use, you use, and it's just a party, right?
Yeah.
And you go to regulars? You have girls that you frequent regularly, or you change it up?
Sometimes I see a couple girls. I've seen a couple girls, 2 or 3 times, and sometimes I just pick a different girl.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
So this is like 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning. You were up all night?
Yep.
Yep. And that the crack will keep you up like that, right?
It'll keep you up. It's not like speed. Speed's many days up. Crack is you got to keep smoking it, and then crack, you keep buying it, spending your money, and you stay up. But then I've only stayed up the most times. I stayed up like maybe a day and a half or 2 days at the most.
Right. What kind of money do you spend on a weekend smoking crack?
Oh, I blow a lot.
More than you spend on the girls?
Probably, yeah, more than I spend. I spend more on the drugs than on the girls, but sometimes it's vice versa.
Right. And is it just a party for you guys to like hang out and smoke, or is there always sex involved, or?
Oh, sex is mandatory with me when it comes to smoking crack and the bitches. Mandatory.
You've had any crazy things happen? You get robbed, you get taken?
Yeah, a lot of shit's happened. I almost got stabbed in the face one time in San Francisco while I was smoking. Had a truck stolen while I was, smoking, and I parked it, and it was stolen at gunpoint. So it was like bullshit.
Who stabbed you in the face?
Oh, I almost got stabbed in the face when I was smoking because he thought I was someone else.
Oh, I see.
And I tried to tell him, no, I'm not, and someone that knew me walked by, and hey, tell him what my name is, who I am, what my name is. And then he apologized, but it was like too late because I already, the high was fucked off. And then, just bullshit stuff, always selling shit, You acquire a bunch of shit, you save up, you earn it, and then when you start smoking again, you lose it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories of guys that are just spending everything they earn
Yeah, it can be like that sometimes. Yeah,
on the drug and the whole scene.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a really it's a treacherous world, isn't it? Because it's like,
It's not a fun place to be in. It can be dangerous.
Yeah, things happen very quickly.
Definitely, but it's just like you keep going back for more. It's a never-ending cycle.
What do you think it is that draws you down there?
Hmm?
What do you think that makes it attractive to you?
A little of both, everything.
Are you using when you're not down there?
No.
It's just part of the little weekend festivities.
Weekend or during the week, one day and night. But no, when I'm out of that area, I don't use.
You don't.
No.
And you go to work and you're responsible.
Yeah.
It's just this is your weekend or your frequent thing to do.
Or fuck off my paycheck or fuck off whatever money I make. I fuck it off by going down there.
Yeah, and then a day or two later, how do you feel about the whole thing?
Like shit. Like shit.
Yeah. And drug use has started for you at what point?
When did I start using?
Yeah.
Oh shit, let's see. Probably late 80s.
How old do you know?
I was born in 66, that makes me what, 55?
Mm-hmm. And what was the first time you picked up one of the girls?
Oh God. Probably when I was in San Francisco. No, it's a lot easier picking a hooker up than going in a bar, spending money on drinks for the girl and you, something to eat, maybe go to another bar, and all you'll get maybe the first night is maybe a phone number, even if that's correct, the right number that she gives you. So it's just no fuss, no muss. Here's what I want. Do you do this? Do you do that? Here's the money. Let's go.
Yeah, it's very cut and dried. You get what you want.
Yeah, she gets what she wants. I get what I want.
Everyone's satisfied at the end of the transaction.
Some of the time. Sometimes it just gets all fucked up where the bitches try to scam you and, work you and you get nothing in return. So it's just, it is what it is.
Does it ever feel empty when it's all said and done?
Oh yeah, lots of times.
Because it's pretty clear the girls are doing it for the money.
Yeah. Or sometimes they just do it for the money and you don't get no sex. They just work you.
Mm-hmm. You ever get sweet on any of the girls? You ever fall in love with any of the girls you meet or get? Something?
I have one or two times, but not all the time. No.
Yeah, it's interesting how the different personalities of these girls. Some of them are very attractive. They're very nice.
Oh
once you get to know
definitely.
them. And the other ones are just pure hustlers and
yeah, just like fucked up.
Yeah, it's crazy. The variety is amazing to me.
Yeah.
So you were married for how long?
About together before we got married and then married altogether about 4 years. 87% was my fault. I man up to me. It was my fault. 87% of it. But she's a good woman. She's a good lady. I hope the best for whatever she does. So I don't have ill feelings towards her.
I think it's good to take responsibility for things like that.
Yeah, it's 87% of it was my fault. So
Yeah, even if it's the other person's fault, you still take responsibility for getting yourself in that situation. I find that helps.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're angry for the next decade or 3.
Yeah.
And your kids are doing well?
They have some issues and some troubles, but who doesn't?
Yeah, they're kids. Everyone's
but
going through something.
They're older. They're in mid-30s.
Do you have any regrets in your life?
I wish I hadn't spent so much money and sold so much stuff that I have through this, addiction.
Yeah.
I could probably fill up this whole room with shit.
That you've sold?
Oh, vehicles, vans, cars, merchandise, everything. You name it, I've got it.
Yeah. Yeah, the behavior of a crack addict is it's just amazing to, once you learn how far they've gone and what they've done.
Yeah.
What they've lost.
Yep.
It's a very powerful drug, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You've tried some of the other drugs? You've tried some of the other drugs, like crystal meth and things like that?
I tried beans back in the days in high school with speed pills. I didn't like it, and I snorted some speed, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's funny how everyone takes to a certain drug.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the people that like the opiates are loyal to those, and then there's
They
a
don't
meth
touch
crowd.
the other stuff. Yeah.
The crack contingent is a very interesting one, though, because the behavior gets so incredibly scandalous.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The people on crack will do things you just can't believe. Their spouses can't believe, their kids, their families.
Oh yeah, you name it. Crack kids have done it to get whatever they, to get their crack.
Yeah.
Just like heroin addicts are the same way.
Yeah, I guess they all kind of.
But heroin addicts, they need their heroin because their body actually hurts when they don't get their fix.
Yeah, and crack, it's more mental.
Yeah, crack is more mental, so yeah.
And do you go through withdrawals during the week when you're not using?
No.
So you're basically a functional crack addict.
Functioning addict, yeah. The come down's fucked up, so when I stop smoking, for about the next 16 hours is like, a little jittery, a little nervous. Hopefully no one notices that I'm high.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, after I get some sleep and eat a little bit, I'm good.
So after it's 5 a.m. from here, you're gonna what? Go home and go to bed, or go back to party a bit?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I'm gonna give you money for this interview, so that'll be a tempting thing for you, right?
Oh, definitely.
I'll try to steer you in a direction away from there, but we'll see. Do you have any interesting stories of things that have happened down there?
No, mostly it's just, sex stuff with the bitches, pretty much do whatever I want or anything and everything with them. Do you do this? Do you do that? What do you like to do when you smoke? I ask them that.
Yeah.
I tell them what I like. One time I had 2 bitches at the same time. But nothing really, too crazy. It was like, oh my God, I can't believe that really happened. No, it did, but no.
What about diseases? What about sexually transmitted diseases?
I've had a few of them, but medicine is gone.
Yeah. But these girls sometimes.
Not from, well, I guess from the girl back up in San Francisco, but I've been tested and retested every time I went to the joint. And when I do donation plasma, I get tested for syphilis and AIDS and HIV, hepatitis.
Yeah.
So.
You use condoms when you do this?
Yes.
It just clears your head if you do, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, you're worried about what you might have caught for the next week.
Yep.
And you guys will go to a room or a car or what kind of stuff?
Sometimes a car, sometimes a room.
Yeah.
Just depends,
What's the most you pay?
At one time for a girl?
Yeah. And typically it's around $100, right?
Yeah, $100, and then you get the dope, and then you get more dope, or you guys quite haven't finished, or you haven't come yet, so you want well, if you want me to stay, baby, you gotta give me more money. It's that kind of round.
I heard from a lot of the girls that their favorite trick is a guy who smokes crack because they have a hard time getting it up.
Your mind tells you can do it and you want to, but sometimes your body doesn't function the way it's supposed to.
So you end up paying the girl more money to stick around.
Yeah.
And then she makes lots of money and there's very little sex involved.
Well, there's sex, but you don't get fully satisfied because you don't go all the way, You don't come, or, with me, it doesn't really matter. As long as I just like the sex act itself, getting the attention. So whether I come or not, it doesn't really matter, as long as I get the attention from the girl.
What do you think you're looking for? Is it that love and connection?
No, just the sexual attention, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for love, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I've talked to some of the girls, and they claim they're looking for love, but this is a hell of a market to be looking for love.
No. The only love they want is a sugar daddy to pay their fucking bills. Give them money all the time, pay their bills, pay their rent.
Yeah. Well, I think they're probably looking for love from a pimp or from somebody like that, rather than from one of their tricks. Or sometimes they're looking for a sugar daddy.
Some of them may love their pimp, but the pimp is not going to love them the way they should.
Well, that's
real love.
This is human behavior.
All he wants is the money from the girl. So he may tell her he loves her. He may tell her this and that, but she wants to hear it, so she still works for him and brings him the money.
Yeah. The pimps come into play when you pick up the girls sometimes?
Not that often. Sometimes, but not a lot.
They stay out of the scene.
Yeah, they stay out of the scene, the business.
And the girls will tell you they don't have a pimp,
Yeah, yeah.
when in fact he's floating around somewhere. What's the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
Don't get started.
The drugs?
Don't get started with drugs. Any type. Gasoline, sniffing gasoline was my first choice. Weed, then crack. Like they say, you always remember the first person that gets you high. And to this day, I still remember the first person that got me high with crack. So yeah, you don't get started. That's the most important lesson. No matter if someone says, oh, you'll be fine, just try it once. See if you, don't get started. Don't let someone influence you. You know, don't let your emotions take over and fuck it, I'm gonna go do this. You know, if you don't do it, but the rest of your people you know do it, and you're left out, don't feel bad. You know, you're the smart one.
Yeah, peer pressure.
Yeah, don't go by peer pressure. Just be yourself. You know right from wrong. People can make, you always have a choice.
Yeah.
You know.
Thinking for yourself is important.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Oh, no problem anytime, sir.
I wish you best of luck. I hope you steer away from Figueroa Street tonight or this morning. Thank you, man.